Howdy ho, everybody. I'm Donuts.
I'm Thermites.
And I've seen South Park up to season 20-something.
I'm watching it blind.
This episode is episode 10, Damien.
Okay.
That's it, Damien.
I mean, this is a reference I probably get. A reference to oh boy, I don't remember the name. You know, the legendary series about the small child who is the Antichrist.
Yes. Is it, shit, what is the title of it? I actually don't know. I might have it written down here. Yeah. Basically.
Okay.
I mean, it came out at the same time, so, I mean, that's not a hard,
I keep on
bet to
forgetting
make.
how old South Park is.
Yeah. Oh, I meant to also say that this is 2 months since the last episode.
Oh boy.
Like, since it's aired.
Okay.
I'm going down south, I'm gonna have myself a time.
Oh, I wanted to bring up this man.
Right.
This man, Primus Man.
Yes.
So,
I didn't look up his name, but yes, the lead singer of Primus.
okay. I have been thinking about this quite a bit. I don't know who his friends are. Like at the very end, he says, "Meet some friends of mine."
Yes. So what? So let me move this mic a little bit over so I can see the screen a little better.
Okay.
But okay, yeah. So what friends do you think he's going to see in South Park?
I mean, like the implication at the end is that we are with his friends for the series. Like it's got to be the main characters, but it'd be really weird if the 4 main characters are friends with this guy.
Well, we'll see if they ever bring it up. But to be fair, he does have everybody in the entire town behind him when he says, "Meet some friends of mine."
Mm.
So it could be that every single person in the town is friends with the lead singer of Primus.
Oh, that's even stranger.
Again, he also has the fish thing on his head with the bunny ears. Strange man. Jesus is just T-posing on us.
Come on down to South Park and meet some friends of mine.
I guess it's not the whole town.
It's a very small number of people.
Yeah.
And here's your stand. What is this, Cartman? They're invitations to my birthday party this weekend. Cartman's mom throws the best birthday parties ever.
No invitation for Kenny.
Of course.
If my mom could cook like Cartman's mom, I'd be a big fat ass too. Oh, Eric, I didn't get an invitation. Oh, really? Gosh, where could I have put Pip's invitation? Oh, I remember. I shoved it up my ass. Yes, that's right. I wrote it out, put it in an envelope, sealed it, and then bloop, shoved it right up my ass, forever ruining any chance you had of coming to my birthday party. Sorry, Pippo.
Jesus Christ.
Why is Pip even in this series?
Today is a very special day.
No, my birthday isn't until Saturday.
I'm not talking about your birthday, Eric. We have a new student joining our class today. I want you all to meet our new classmate. What's your name again?
Damien.
Oh, the Omen.
Say hi
Right,
to
yes.
Damien. And where are you from, Damien?
The 7th layer of hell.
Oh, that's exciting. My mother was from Alabama.
So notes the end of the beginning. The beginning of the end. The new reign of my father.
Your father?
The Prince of Darkness.
Wow, we have royalty in our class. Why don't you take your seat, Damien? We're going to finish our lesson on great singers of the Baroque era. Now, children, Nancy Sinatra was quite a choice piece of ass.
What is this class?
How come the birthday invitation you gave me says Green Mega Man? Yeah, mine says Red Mega Man. Right, that's what you're supposed to get me for my birthday. Dude, you're not supposed to tell people what to get you for your birthday. Yeah, that's weak. Look, it's very simple, guys. Green Mega Man.
I guess
goes
he
with
did
Red
give
Mega
Kenny
Man,
one.
and Yellow Mega
I
Man to make
guess.
the Ultra Mega Man. You have to have all 3 or it doesn't work.
That's not how Mega Man works, by the way.
As you can see, Kenny, you are to get me Yellow Mega Man. That's because Yellow Mega Man is the cheapest one, and I know how poor your family is.
It's actually kind of thoughtful
What do you think you're doing,
for
new
Cartman.
You can't sit with us, weirdo! Infidels! I will turn you all into beasts of burden! Anyway, Kenny, Yellow Mega Man is only $8.95, so maybe your mom could put it on layaway and make payments for a year or 2.
So mean.
Hey! Oh, good day, Damien. My name is Philip, but everyone calls me Pip, because they hate me. And I'm really Pip. Russo. Kenny says he saw your mom drop you off this morning, and she's a real dog. That does it?
I heard that one clear as day. She looks like a fucking bitch.
What the? Dude, he turned Kenny into a duck-billed platypus. A what?
Quack, quack.
I like how he's clearer as a platypus than he is as a human in the hood.
Well, because his beak's sticking out now.
I guess it's true.
Chef, there's a new kid in school, and he's a total weirdo freak.
Oh, children, children. You should not like somebody just because they're different. Here, let me sing you
Oh
one
boy.
Right off the bat.
We're all special in our own way. Everybody's different, but that's okay. Cause even though we might have different color skin, different points of views, be tall or thin, it doesn't mean I can't lay you down, woman, and touch your silky skin. Put my love deep inside you while no man has been. Rub your legs, caress your eyes, and what were we talking about again?
The new kid. Death to the holy! The wrath of the fallen angel now makes for you all!
That is one forged up little cracker.
We told you, dude.
We've got to do something, children.
I saw the
Tear
hanky.
my cafeteria apart.
Bring me Jesus! My wrath shall continue until I speak with Jesus! Jesus?
2 minutes to air, Jesus. Thanks, Roland. Blessed art thou.
Jesus!
Let's start that ratings. I love that his ratings rise as it gets closer to December.
Quack, quack.
Wow, that's pretty heavy.
This new kid, he just keeps throwing things around and saying stuff about his Dark Prince father coming. He says he wants to talk to you.
The Dark Prince?
Yeah. The red Mega Man uses the Mega Psycho, which is what Clyde will be
Aren't
getting
these just
you.
Power Rangers?
Okay, these are Power Rangers, and they made them sincere Power Rangers by instead using Mega Man, which, as you said, this is not how Mega Man works at all, and is another franchise that they didn't care about.
To be fair, Saban is very, very tight when it comes to their control of Power Rangers, because it is the #1 boys' toy line in America.
But they suggested using Mega Man, which is another copyrighted thing. And they were just like, okay. Like, they didn't have the rights to Mega Man.
I mean, Capcom doesn't care.
I know, but I just love that the executives, in what they pitched, just pitched him another copyrighted thing as if that would be better. But, okay, yeah. Can you, which Power Ranger series is this? Can you guess?
Oh
You
boy.
should be able to tell.
I mean, it's very low quality. I'd assume Mystic Force, but there's no Mystic Force was 2004. This must have come out in late 90s, so Turbo, maybe Turbo.
Nope.
No?
I'll wait till the end of the episode to see if we get more clues.
Okay.
I'm not sure if we do or not. By the way, sorry. He should be saying Power Rangers, but this is Super Sentai, not American Power Rangers.
Okay.
If I'm correct, this is Super Sentai that he's talking about, not American Power
Really?
Rangers. So they changed Sentai to Power Rangers to Mega Man. If I am correct,
What?
I'm not sure.
What?
I'm gonna go back a second.
Oh boy.
Frustrated here. But I'm changing your present to the yellow Mega Man since Kenny has been turned into a duck-billed platypus. That means that the Mega Man Beach House, illustrated,
What?
will be a gift given by 2 people at once since it costs more money. Upset, Damien. I know it's hard being the Mickey, but the children may accept you someday.
This guy has some very background pony energy.
Yeah.
I know what it's like not to have friends. Perhaps you should speak to the school counselor. He helps me a lot when I'm feeling lonely.
Damien.
Ah! Son of Stitch!
His head just turned around
So it is
completely.
thou, son of Lucifer. Look, it's that guy from the public access.
Over here if you're scared, woman. I'll protect you. Not you.
My father says he chooses you. He calls you out. Be here at this time tomorrow. There the terms will be discussed.
Very well. Let the final battle between good and evil be fought right here in South Park.
Come on, Dad, we gotta get our asses to the bookie.
That's Satan.
This fight has been ordained since the beginning.
Who will win our soul, our savior and lord, or the prince of darkness? It's a final battle between good and evil, and it's only on pay-per-view.
What in the world?
From the South Park Forum on Saturday. Now to order, only $49.95.
Hey, wait a minute. Saturday
Well, they're just still hanging out with
They
Kenny.
can have the fight on Saturday?
Quack, quack.
Do Do we go to the fight or Carmen's birthday? Carmen's birthday! We can't miss the final apocalyptic battle between good and evil. If you win the fight, can you turn Kenny back to normal?
What the hell do you mean, if I win the fight?
Don't mind him, Jesus. He's Jewish.
Oh.
We're all with you, Jesus. We put every dime we have on you beating that dark prince.
The evil one approaches.
Boy.
Holy
It's a One Piece character.
Oh boy!
Jehovah, prepare to
This is not what I expected.
pain.
Holy crap, dude. Satan is huge.
Son of God.
Jesus
I'll
Christ.
smash thy face into small little bits.
Oh. Oh, yeah?
I have such delightful horrors to unleash upon thee.
Oh, yeah? Satan weighs in at 320 pounds 4 ounces. Jesus Christ weighs in at 135 pounds 1 ounce.
Oh, crap.
Oh, come on. I weigh more than that.
Let the blueprints be decided on Saturday.
I think I left the oven on.
Yeah, I think I left your oven on, too. Change
Put
my
my
bed.
money on the devil. I want to change my bed to Satan.
Me too. Wait, well, I was here first.
Everybody hates me
Well, why do you suppose that is?
because I'm the son of the devil,
Uh-huh. That's a good start. Why else?
because I burn them and kill them.
Maybe that's it. What you need to do, Damien, is to be overly nice. See, no matter how mean the other kids are to you, just don't retaliate. You be passive, okay? That's what I taught the little British boy Pip, and just look at how much the other children.
I bet I could spit the most on him. Oh yeah? I bet I can spit in his hair. Nice try. And you've got it. I apologize for ruining your playground and turning your friend into a deathbed platypus. I was doing my father's bidding. I didn't have a choice. Excuse me. I didn't mean to fart on you. I didn't have a choice. You stink, new kid. You smell like a fart. Yeah, we're gonna call you Fart Boy from now on. Bye-bye, Fart
Jesus
Boy.
Christ.
That's how elementary school works.
Damien, those guys farted on me and then called me Fart Boy? Oh, good. Perhaps they won't call me that anymore.
Oh, those faces.
Side angles are bad.
Yeah.
Excuse me. I just talked to the bookie at the sports betting bar.
Oh.
I have been forsaken. It seems that only one person in this entire town is still betting on me. You forsaked me too. Oh, right. Well, he does have a couple of 100 pounds on you, Jesus. I implore you all, don't bet on the dark one. It is a bet that you will never win. Thank you, sweet Jesus, for showing us the light. See you later. What the hell does he think we're all crazy? Yeah, gravy.
So gay.
Yeah. You're all a bunch of Judases! Satan, what about the rumors of your involvement in the Gulf War? Let's focus on the fight, can we please? I'm so sick of people talking smack about my fighters. All this, he's me, he's a dirty fighter, he's the cause for all the violence and death in the world. It's just getting old. Let's just let everything be decided in the ring. You guys, shouldn't you be out shopping for my birthday
God.
present?
I'm so excited for that.
Satan must be defeated, Chef. Please help me to train.
Okay.
Oh no.
But I'm just gonna tap you, all right?
Give it your best shot. Oh!
Oh, God in heaven, what have I done?
Anybody?
By the way, Jesus' beard is so patchy on one side because that's how he looked in the original short they did with him.
Oh,
And so they
okay.
wanted to keep that design as a nod to it.
Dude, check it out. Carmen's mom made chili.
That's my favorite kind of chili.
Oh no.
The kids are at that fat boy's birthday party. Yes, it's always such a huge event. Sometimes I like to sneak up to the fence and close my eyes and pretend I'm there. Oh, yes. Actually, I think they make fun of the fat boy a lot, too. But now I think they like him because he picks on me.
Oh no.
In the blue corner, wearing white trunks, weighing in at a mere 140 pounds, Jesus!
You fell in some way.
Christ! And in the very, very black corner, Beelzebub!
And there's a visitor in the crowd.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Okay, I want a good clean fight, guys. No punches below the belt, holding, or miracles.
Oh boy.
I want to do something special for your party. Wow! Well, that was cool.
Jeez. Oh my god.
After all, Damien.
That's
Yeah,
that.
come on in and join the party.
Without miracles, I'm not sure how he's getting out of this one.
This is Halo. Can't even...
Punch.
Thank you, Stan. You made pancake and ice cream.
What? What are these designs?
What did Wendy get me?
It's real. You should recognize it.
Help yourself to pancake Wendy. Oh, look what Pearl got me. It's a red mega... Ants in the pants. Ants in the pants. Ants in the pants. It's a game, dude. It's really fun. You son of a bitch. You were supposed to give me the red Mega Man. Now I can't make Ultra Mega Mega Man. You dirty cheap-ass piece of crap. They're all awesome, dude. I hate you. I want you to die.
Jesus Christ.
God damn, Carmen. Wait,
Even the elephants can turn off.
why are the balloons turning off? I can float away.
We can still catch the end of the fight.
Okay, this is fine.
What a splendid party.
He's not dead. You can't kill Pip.
Jesus is getting his butt kicked.
Looking rough.
Got to fight, Jesus.
My father forsake me, the town forsake me. I'm completely forsook.
Somebody bet on you, Jesus. You said yourself that one person still has money on you.
Who do you think is the one person who voted or who bet on Jesus, or didn't change their bet? I guess not the one person who bet on the one person who didn't change their bet.
Honestly, I was gonna say it's Jesus himself.
Okay.
Because he did check the bookie.
I mean, can you? Are you allowed to vote on yourself?
I mean, you probably can't, but he's Jesus.
All right.
Okay, pal. You asked for it.
Oh no.
Oh, you got me.
1, 2.
Oh my god, the devil bet on him. It's the ultimate ploy.
10. You're out.
Our savior.
The winner by knockout and still undisputed ruler of your spiritual kingdom, Jesus El Señor.
He made it more Spanish.
He took a dive. He threw the fight.
Farewell, fools.
Man, that guy is a jerk. I definitely learned my lesson. Never bet on evil, because when you did, look, there's a rare duck-billed platypus. It's coming right for us.
Oh no.
Of
Oh my
course.
God, they killed Kitty. You bastard. Well, goodbye, guys.
Yeah, it works.
It was nice getting to know you. More pie, hun?
No.
Alright.
Okay, well, hold on. See here. Is there any after credit scenes? I don't think so. No, we're good. Sorry, mid credit scene.
Yes, we had a discussion about this.
I'm so sorry. I've been using the incorrect term. First off, it was Chikyu Sentai 5 Man. Does that mean anything to you?
Oh boy, 5 Man's an old ass series.
Yeah.
That is pre the original. Why? Why'd they choose 5 Man?
Trey Parker liked it?
Trey Parker liked it.
Yeah, he speaks Japanese. He knows Japanese.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's into some Japanese shit.
Huh.
Yeah. But Trey liked it, I guess.
Okay.
He liked 5 Man.
I don't know any child who's out there looking for 5 Man toys.
I mean, yeah, I don't know anything about it, but is that, like, weird even for, like, is that old even for 1997?
Yeah.
Okay. I assumed you would, like, really get it or something. I cannot believe it's that old.
Like, anything around the original Power Rangers / G-Ranger, anything after that, I can pretty much guaranteed get.
Yeah.
Anything
This is
before
just,
that.
like, super old.
Yeah, like this is the era of like they didn't invent spandex. This is
Ah.
Bob.
Okay, I gotcha. Oh man, I'm interested in like seeing an episode of that or something, like
Okay.
watching it at some point,
Mhm.
just to see if those designs like lined up at all.
Yeah.
As well.
I'm curious myself.
What did you rate this episode?
I guess I'll give it a 7 out of 10.
Okay, I will give this episode a 9 out of 10.
Okay.
I love just the Jesus, like the whole townspeople never treating Jesus like Jesus. He has his public access show. They're always like, that's the guy with public access. They're betting against him.
Yeah.
Like that sort of thing is just always inherently funny to me.
Right. It's...
Any kind of like sketch show that does a skit where Jesus is played by somebody and he's like that sort of thing is just inherently funny to me. So I give this a 9 out of 10. I love that shit. What was your favorite joke?
Oh boy. Probably Ants in the Pants, weirdly enough.
Really?
I don't...
Do you have an experience with Ants in the Fans?
No, I don't. I don't know if that's a real game or not.
No, it is a real game.
Okay. It was just the image of Cartman freaking out over Ants in the Pants, then throwing the box.
Again, very popular line. Ants in the Fans. Ants in the Fans.
Yeah, I can see why.
It's such a, like... It's just one of those games that's like... What
is this game?
I couldn't even explain it. I just remember, like, I don't remember how it happened. Like, it's one of those games that's not a game, Again, I don't remember how it, like, I'm trying to remember another one, like that. Oh, I can't remember. But I know there's a few board games like that where it's like they would just turn a task into a game.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it was something like that. I don't exactly remember, and I don't care enough to look it up.
Fair enough.
I'm not going to sit here and Wikipedia what Ants in the Pants is. My favorite joke. God, that's a tough one, actually. So many good ones in this episode. I think it's just the Jesus El Savior Christ. I think it's got to be that. Or it might be Johnny Cochran coming out to defend Satan.
Oh, yeah.
Also because, spoiler alert, they do have Johnny Cochran in another episode of South Park with a completely different design. Okay. So it was doubly funny to me seeing him have this wildly different design from like another appearance of him in the show.
Okay.
Just call me Salad Card, and I just find like Johnny Cochran as a person is fucking hilarious to me. He's such a cartoon of a man. In a bad way, but still, it's that was a great bit. They originally wanted this to be the Christmas episode, but
I could see it.
Halfway through making this episode, they decided to turn Mr. Hanky into a Christmas character and left this episode half unfinished, did the Mr. Hanky episode, and then came back to finish the episode. Apparently.
I mean, honestly, I would have been really into this if this were a musical Christmas episode.
Yeah.
With the same plots.
I'm not sure if they originally wanted it to be musical or not. I'm not sure about that. I would have loved this if it did have more musicals. Like a musical from, a bit from Satan, a bit from Jesus. I could totally see them doing that for various reasons.
Also, like, knowing that it was half unfinished might explain the chef scene. Where, like, we've had chef singing before, but this time we got, like, an animation for it.
Yeah.
Like, it ate up a good 30 seconds.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, I mean, I also would have loved this as a Christmas episode. Like, the other one was good, but let alone with the musical stuff also being in this, I think I would have liked it much more as a Christmas episode, just Jesus and Satan fighting. It's such a funny idea for an episode. Just them actually boxing.
Yeah.
Yeah, they actually planned to kill off Pip in this episode, but they decided to keep him around because they needed him for background shots. That was the reason. They said, we can't kill off. We don't have enough distinctive background characters.
At this point, yeah, I can see it.
You can especially tell in this episode because there was just so many characters with just one-tone outfits that were just being killed by Damien left and right.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
I pointed out that just like so many of these characters in the background just gave off real like background pony vibes, where just like everything is just one tone.
Yeah.
Alright, this episode they started getting background animators. Like they got some other animators a few episodes ago, and now they're getting background animators that are helping with the backgrounds, you know,
like the crowd scenes and stuff.
Yeah, and different that I'm not sure if it's any character stuff, just anything that's an actual background, because it is layered and everything. So they have people that can actually design the backgrounds, and they'll have people that are. I mean, I guess Trey and Matt come up with the character designs. Maybe some people do come up with the background crowd designs, but I assume they do a lot of the backgrounds for stuff that isn't a part of the town's mainstay stuff. And just helping with various other shots to look more impressive and do angles that they couldn't have ever done before.
Okay.
A lot of times they have to do it straight on, but in this theory they could get more like side angles down the street and stuff. This was based off of Trey moving to a new school in the last bit of the year, not really fitting in or anything like that. You have had no experience of that whatsoever.
Not the slightest.
Because you've gone to the same school and lived in the same area for like your entire life.
Yeah.
But I personally have a lot of experience feeling like a Damien in a way, or just like not like a Damien, but what this episode brought up of just being the new kid, both through Pip and through Damien. Even though Pip is not really the new kid anymore. It seems like he had to have been here for years, because Cartman's birthday, he said that he was outside the fence, so but yeah, like I have gone to a new school or returned to a school like years later, so it's not really like I would be able to still hang out with the friends that I knew then. I don't know an exact number, but I remember counting at one point in my life, and then I moved to more schools after that, and at that point it was 11. So it's more than 11 times that, it's not 11 new schools, but times where I've gone into a school where there's at least been like a 2-year gap.
Okay.
Because I moved around a lot, but we were kind of moving back and forth around the places a lot. But yeah, so I have a hell of a lot of experience of that. From, trying to befriend people, then to people like, in getting me in, or like, I guess not meetings, but like, trying to find a group of friends, especially in lower grades, is a lot of, like, you have to find who's the lowest person on, like... You can't make yourself be the target. You have to find whoever's the lowest on the totem pole. Because, I mean, that's what it was a lot of times. It was a very decisive thing within the first week of, like, am I going to be in the bottom of the totem pole, or am I going to find, like, some other way to get myself in with a group?
Okay.
Like, the time where I remember it very clearly is in middle school, where they stuck me with a group of, like, 5 people who were friends in, like, my homeroom, and they were like, you guys show them around the school and classes and everything like that. And I was like, oh god, that's my nightmare. Just saying, like, you're with these group of students, teachers being like, these are your friends now.
Oh no.
But I did just, like, ingratiate myself with them, just be like, alright, who here? Okay, this guy, someone cracked a good joke at this guy's now who I'm gonna make fun of the whole time. But yeah, so I totally get that. It is, and by the end, it is just like, sometimes I would just be like, I'm going to be at the school for probably like a year or probably like 6 months, so I'm just not going to bother making friends, like, fuck it. But, Jay Barker said that, based on his experience of moving to a new school not fitting in, all he wanted to do was kill and destroy.
Okay.
No, seriously, I can't say I ever had that experience. Can't say I ever had a school shooter mentality. I never thought that, no. Glad he got it out through this.
Fair enough.
What else do we have? This episode, they said that Cartman's voice really stuck, which he gained his accent in this episode, they felt like. Cartman has a very strange sort of, like, it's very hard to describe accent, a whine.
Yeah. A whine is a good way to put it. He says words in a way sometimes where it hurts your ears.
Yeah. I'm not sure, like, they said that about this episode, but I'm not sure if I would say that about this episode. I would say that, like, 2 or 3 episodes ago. I think you even pointed out of, like, what word was that? Or, like, I think it was the Dr. Mephisto episode. I think Death is really where Cartman started to get his accent down.
Okay.
With the NYs, as I really could describe his accent. Just a whiny NY to certain words.
He definitely did it more this episode. Like, I noticed it a lot this episode.
Yeah, I guess so.
So, I guess this might have just been, like, cementing it.
Yeah. But yeah, so many people like you also thought that Jesus was just some guy, so they wanted to do this episode to show that it really was the real J-Dog.
Right.
Yes, this episode was the most amount of backlash they got for the show thus far.
Really?
Yeah. Can you guess what they got the most backlash for this episode? Or, like, what everybody's criticism? Like, what was the general criticism everybody had about this episode?
Okay. Because, like, the immediate thing that would come to mind is, you know, the fact that they depicted the devil and Jesus punching each other. But honestly, I think, like, this was probably a relatively Christian-approved Jesus versus Satan. Because there is a moral victory of, you know, you shouldn't have bet on the devil.
Yeah.
So, But everything else in the episode is relatively tame. Like, it wasn't an edgy, you know, The Omen reference at all. Because, I mean, he did kill a lot of people. That's relatively tame for South
There's
Park.
everybody writing in saying, Trey, you have such shit taste in Sentai. 5, man? Are you kidding me?
I would have thought of that if you hadn't mentioned that it was, like, a change in post-production. It could have been angry Mega Man fans. I have no idea.
Okay, so the most amount of criticism they got for this episode was people calling them sellouts.
For what?
They still have no idea.
What?
They had so much backlash for this episode, calling them sellouts. More criticism, more complaints, more, like, call-ins than any other episode to this point. The vast majority of the complaints, calling them sellouts.
That's so weird.
I have no idea. I was like, maybe watching the episode I'll be able to, like, tell. And again, Matt and Trey both said themselves, we have no idea why this episode they call it. Like, this episode doesn't even have, like, a guest appearance or anything.
Yeah.
It's such a strange episode to say they sell. Like, what are they selling out? Christian?
I mean, that would have been last episode, if anything.
Yeah, like the only thing I can think is that people are saying that, like, they're selling out to the Christians, like they're being too religious or something.
I guess
But even
maybe.
that's a weird, like, sellout. It's such a strange. Like, how would they make money from that?
I'm very confused.
I don't understand. One of the strangest bits of criticism.
Yeah, seriously, yeah.
But yeah, general themes of this episode. I mean, I guess we just kind of talked about it with the Christian, you know, always bet on Jesus, don't bet on evil. I mean, it's a. How do you classify that as a theme? I mean, I guess you can boil it down to don't bet on evil, but what does that mean?
I mean, I guess the theme is closer to, you know, the fact that people will say that they want to, you know, don't bet on evil. When the chips come down to it, it's like, well, you know, evil is sexy. Evil is, you know...
I guess I'm talking about the lesson. Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
theme. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Because I think, like, you know, that really shone through more than anything else. Like, especially with the whole bar scene.
Yeah. Like, again, yeah, everybody in the town completely disrespecting Jesus. Like,
Yeah.
It is definitely, yeah, when the chips are down, everybody is going to do the bad thing. Everybody wants to pretend they're going to do the good thing. Everybody pretends they're religious until it really comes down to it.
Right.
Or vice versa, you know, everybody goes to bet on Jesus immediately just because they have faith, not because of any, like, real reason, just because they'll immediately go to Jesus in times of ease and then back off in times or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I'm not sure if I can have a stance on that. Like, I talked about, like, off camera, you know, wanting to always try and, like, take a stance on one side of the things they bring up in each episode, but I don't know how to even take a stance on this.
Because, like, I do think it's in character for the people of South Park. Like,
Yeah.
I do genuinely believe that there is no adult or child really in South Park who would just be on Jesus' side.
I mean, I guess I will pose it to you. Do you agree with the sentiment that that you should? Well, do you agree with the sentiment that you should never bet on evil? And do you agree with the sentiment that people in the times of whatever do? Like, I guess that's the stance I am taking. Of like, yes, I agree. My stance is I agree.
Right.
Of yeah, I do think that a lot of people, when the times are hard, when the times are tough, lose their faith. I don't even want to say when the times are tough, but like when they're when they are when they themselves are given the choice to do good. I don't want to say like they're given the choice to do evil. I mean, you know, I don't know how to phrase it, but I guess I agree. I don't know. The episode put it better than I can.
Sure.
I agree.
I mean, I'd give it a firm, like, disagree, because I do feel like it's wishy-washy, but I found in my own life it's very 50-50. I know a lot of people who do, immediately drop their morals when it comes down to, like, well, oh, this is serious, or there's money here.
That's what I was trying to,
yeah. But at the same time, I have heard a lot of, people talk about how they do feel more religious, or they do, double up on their morals when times get tough, because it's like, well, they need something to grasp onto. And if there's nothing else there, then they may as well, go to the thing that they usually go to.
Yeah.
Like, it's the classic, no atheists in the foxhole mentality.
Yeah. Very true. Very true. So yeah, I guess you got me there. Like, I guess it is a bell curve,
Yeah.
Just in terms of the general population, not just religious people, but it's a bell curve of even unreligious people. When the times get super hard, will then return religious as well. Yeah, it's a good point. I guess that's it for this episode.
Yeah.
Good app. I'll see you guys for the next. Did we say our favorite jokes? Did we do that?
Did we? I don't think so.
Oh, yes, we did. Yes, we did. We did.
Oh,
we did.
Okay.
I know we did. I can't remember what yours was. Mine was the Johnny Cochran thing. No, mine wasn't the Johnny Cochran thing. What was mine? I can't remember.
I don't think we did it.
Did we not?
I remember you.
We did the
mentioning-
rating. Did we not do the favorite joke? I thought I said. I mentioned Johnny Cochran, but I know I didn't say it was my favorite bit.
Huh.
What? Okay, well, we might have already done this, but we're gonna do it again.
Oh,
I guess.
no.
What was your favorite joke of the episode? Again, maybe? Other joke?
Oh, Anson.
Oh, yeah, you did like Anson the Fans. What the fuck did I say my favorite joke was if it wasn't the Johnny Cochran thing? It was the Jesus,
Yes.
El Savior Christ. Well, we did the thing, we did the
It's like
segment
good
again.
content. It's the content where we just...
can't even fucking remember what we said in the discussion we're doing.
It's a good callback to earlier in discussion.
By the way, just for anybody that is watching this and watches any of my other views, if you are leaving a comment about something I say in my reaction, my discussion, whatever, please quote me, leave a timestamp so I can go back to that point and re-listen to what I said, because so many times you guys leave a comment and I have to try and be like, oh boy, I recorded this 2 months ago. What did I say in this discussion based off of what their comment is saying? So if you are ever trying to, and just not even for my videos, for anybody's video, any creator, we record this stuff and we immediately forget, guys. It's just universal. Please leave timestamps or quote us if if you have a question about something we said or correcting us or something like that. Anyway, that's it for this episode. Bye.
Bye.